So, hello, girl. What's happening? We're back. We're back in the Polar Pod. Subscribe, click the like button, and we just start away right now. It's been a good weekend this weekend in terms of action, reactions, anything really. And the game we're gonna start off with today is the big game on Sunday, 4:30, Newcastle, Liverpool. Both of you watched the game on Sunday?
Majority of the second half.
Harsh?
Yeah, majority of the first half and a bit of the second.
Okay, so who wants to start off with? I'll take over.
I'll start. Okay, so first of all, I had a prediction. Okay,
Yeah,
my prediction was 2-0 Newcastle. Okay.
yeah.
It was 1-0. They were 10 man down and they had bare chances to just bury them, but they didn't take it. Uh Harvey Barnes should have squared it to Wilson at one time. They had bare chances, but their super sub came on. I feel like he's better as a substitute, but he bagged in two. First one was lucky. The first goal was lucky.
Well, the first goal
I,
for that was a top
for Liverpool.
finish. That was a top
No,
finish.
no, I'm saying the ricochet.
Oh yeah, as in how he had the chance. Yeah,
Yeah, that was but second goal was brilliant pass by Salah as well. So
yeah.
yeah, great game.
Harsh,
Oh, I think first off, I thought what ruined the game was that Van Dijk red card. I think the first 10, 15 minutes was just like a basketball game. The ball was always in transition. And I thought there wasn't like Newcastle, even though they had
but
the initial goal, but they were never dominant. They never had like 67, 70% possession. It was always rock and
I
roll football.
I disagree. I thought their counter pressing was killing Liverpool, especially down the left hand side where Robertson just kept giving the ball away. He did it. He was struggling with the ball most, and I thought Newcastle's pressing was killing the life out of Liverpool. Obviously, Liverpool had their moments, but but Newcastle was on top, and I thought especially on down that right hand side, the doing Trent's side, I thought Anthony Gordon was killing him as well. So I'm surprised you're saying,
Yeah, like for me, what the way I saw it was Liverpool cared more about stopping Bruno Guimaraes. So
yeah,
if you saw the way they pressed, Guimaraes was basically out of the equation every time they pressed. So what was happening a lot of the time, Tonali was the free person, and
yeah,
was actually shocking on the ball.
that's
So
one
it
thing.
was
Yeah,
actually like a trigger for them
I
to actually give the ball to Tonali. So that's
yeah,
what I thought as it was a good tactical approach from Klopp.
yeah.
And
I th
eventually, yeah,
Yeah, I thought that worked out superbly in the second half in a way
yeah,
because Tonali he kept obviously doing nice stuff here, but that final pass he just kept overhitting it,
yeah,
underhitting it, passing it to defenders.
yeah.
And I was here on commentary, Garner saying, "Oh, Tonali had a great game," and I'm like, "What? What great game are you talking about, Phil? We're watching two different games." But yeah, I
Yeah.
thought Liverpool played a lot better when Van Dijk was off the pitch. That's all I'm saying. I thought they looked a lot more solid. Isak didn't really create much. Did you even notice him after the red card?
But again,
Mm.
the counter to that would be Liverpool. The incentive was on Newcastle then. Do you
Yeah,
get it?
and
So
I think
Liverpool
that's
on
where they
10
struggle.
men.
I think
Yeah,
that's where they
Liverpool.
struggle.
Yeah. So the incentive was on Newcastle to attack. Liverpool were basically on the counter. So of course, if a team is sitting back and they had Salah, Nunez, and Jota as your strikers, you're gonna have a great opportunity to score.
I agree. I agree. But yeah, I thought first half, I thought up until the red card, I thought Newcastle were on top. Obviously, they got the goal. I was expecting them to score a lot more, especially when you saw Gomez coming on, who really did have a great season. Then, but I thought towards as like when halftime was approaching, Liverpool was starting to just slowly started to get into the game. Then obviously second half came. I thought this was a time when Newcastle could really dominate the game, keep hold of possession, tire those Liverpool legs out, then go get the goals. But for some reason, they just could not get keep of the ball. They just could not get, and that might be down to the midfield being so, how do I say, gung ho. Basically, they have the midfield three, apart from Guimaraes, which I think Liverpool handled. I thought the other
Yeah.
two are not as good on the ball, and it kind of showed because those two kept giving the ball away.
Yeah.
And I thought
Mm.
also the turning point was the fact that I think even though Anthony Gordon didn't have much to say during the second half, I thought them taking Anthony Gordon off and bringing on Harvey Barnes was also actually a mistake. And because of that, Liverpool started to grow into the game, and when they did the substitutions with Nunes and Elliott coming on, I thought that's when Newcastle started to just slowly panic, and that's when Liverpool started creating not chances but openings. And obviously,
Yeah, yeah. As long as the game was 1-0, the
yeah,
longer it was 1-0, the more
oh
Liverpool
yeah,
had hope.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought two moments that obviously were big moments. First, the Alisson save. What a save! Honestly, I know it was right at it, but it's the fact that it was so close. Bodies was in between him and the power. I know if that was David De Gea, he was not gonna save that. I know David De Gea would just, just lay in, just lay in. I just know that.
Okay.
And also the bars moment where I think I just mentioned where was it you, Mo? One of you
Yeah,
mentioned the
man, I
Yeah.
bars
mentioned it.
moment where
Oh yeah. Yeah.
if he, I don't know why he didn't slip Wilson in, but that's the problem with Barnes. He's just always looking to score goals, kill that attack, and I think minute later Liverpool go on the other side and they score from it, and yeah, it was one of those games. But yeah, anything else to say?
Oh, I would say it would have been one of those games. The moment Almiron hit that post, I knew they weren't going to score any more goals.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, that was amazing. Right? He just wasn't going in. But
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah. Also, another week, Trent makes a mistake, leads to a goal. You might think, he ain't the number one no more.
listen, there's someone who's rating him a while back, calling him the best right back ever.
Listen, I
I never
thought,
said
to be
names,
honest,
by the way.
no. I thought Trent, even though, like, I think the first incident, the yellow card, did you guys think it was a yellow card?
Yeah, descent,
Dissent.
descent,
Yeah.
descent is yellow now. They should know this now.
Okay, so he should have got a red card based off the second
Yeah.
incident. Like,
Oh, the second was the most blatant of yellows. The most blatant of yellows. I don't know what the referee was thinking. And yeah,
okay,
I would. Both of you think it was red card as well for the Van Dijk one?
I think it should have been.
yeah,
Yeah.
eventually,
Yeah. I'm surprised there's a debate. But yeah, moving on to the
yeah.
next game. A game I think I'm looking forward to hearing. Arsenal v Fulham. Who wants to start off?
You started because you're the United fan, so
To be
Yeah.
fair, I
Let's
let's see.
hear
didn't
it.
Let's
see.
yeah.
To be fair, I didn't see much of it, and I can't really give much talk about it. I feel the two people who watched it could talk about it. So yeah, Mo, do you want to start off? I didn't watch much of it. I was busy on the other game. I was watching the other game.
Okay. Okay. Well, first of all, let's just get this out of the way. I had a stinker prediction. I said 3-0.
Yeah,
Okay. It's early on in the season.
yeah.
Okay. So, what I'll say right now does not reciprocate what I'll say next year.
Ah, okay.
But I
Ah,
want
yeah,
Havertz gone. Okay.
yeah.
He needs to go. He had a stinker. He had a stinker. The moment I said I want him at my club is when Rice passed it to him. All he had to do was
Yeah.
turn around. He had acres of space, but nah,
Yeah.
he passes it back when Rice is already under pressure. Um, Compared to last season, we were rocketing the start of the season, and now this season 2-1 nil now 2-2. We ain't looking
A
so
lucky
good no
penalty
more.
at Palace as well. Oh no, it's an actual penalty, but the fact they relied on a penalty to, at Palace, I'm just saying, it's not. You don't look the most. I remember, first game. Who did play first game last season? Trying to remember.
Leicester.
Palace.
No,
Oh wait,
Palace. Oh, Palace. Yeah, but
Palace,
second
Palace.
game, you beat Leicester comfortably. Another game, you also come. You were on a mad run. You look good,
mm,
and you create a lot of chances this season. As I said, you don't look as good. You don't look as solid as a back. You don't create as many chances. And whether people like it or not, I feel Havertz is also it's basically the main reason because they're having to accommodate Havertz, which means that Partey has to play our position, and because Partey has to play that position, that right hand side where you would always rely on Ben White bombing down the wing to like give Saka that 2v1 opportunity. Now that's gone. And also that left-hand side with Xhaka would constantly make those blindside runs or he would slip through Martinelli. That side's gone. So now you're left struggling to create chances and you're relying on moments.
Speaking of
Yeah.
Partey, our position, he was the reason for that first goal. Because
Really?
yeah, because
But still not blaming Saka, yeah? Okay.
no.
The
Saka,
star boy, yeah?
yeah, that was a bad pass. That was a bad pass. But
Yeah.
I'm saying, when Partey moved into the middle,
Yeah.
and then Saka was under pressure, he booted it back. Yeah, that's where Partey was meant to be. Okay, if he stayed in that position.
Who put Partey there?
I'm saying, okay, like
Okay, I'm saying.
it's a mistake from both parties, right?
Okay.
But yeah, yeah, as long as we won the loss, that's fine. Unbeaten season still on.
You could have almost lost it towards the end.
We could have.
Did you see the chance at the end? Oh
Yeah.
my God. Traore, if he just kicked it just a little bit up, it would have been 3-2 right at the end. Oh, but yeah, Herschel, what do you have to say?
And interesting, I think, to be honest, I was reading an analysis on this game on another podcast, and they were talking about football is all about relationship, and kind of just to add to your point, Levan, where you mentioned about Ben White and Saka having that relationship and Partey and Saka not having that relationship. I think right now you're seeing a lot of early days of testing from Arteta. And if you look at last season at Pep Guardiola last season, his first few games wasn't the most beautiful games. He was legit winning games 90th minute against Fulham, winning games against Palace where they were losing 2-0 down. So I'm not panicking.
Let
But
him finish. Let him cook. Let him cook.
I'm not
Carry on, my
panicking,
brother.
but I think I'm hoping this experimentation lead to some conclusions for Arteta. So eventually, hopefully, in the next 2 weeks, he'll either stick to it and we see some fruitful things, or we either abandon it and go back to the old system. But again, the old system is very predictable. Everybody knows how to play against Arsenal. Everybody knows Zinchenko is going to come in. So I get why Arteta is doing it to make it less predictable, but he's not making it fluid. So I want to see how this develops. That's my analysis of the game.
I'll add to your point about Pep's stuff where they just said the reason why Pep's teams start slow is because they have a shorter preseason than everybody. So their start of the season is still their preseason in a way because their fitness levels are not up to par. They start later than everybody. They play less games as everybody. I think this season they played what? 3 games? 3 games, am I right? Preseason plus the community shield. So they didn't have much of a preseason. They didn't have much fitness. So they always try to work themselves into the season. You lot started before started before a lot
I
of the teams.
disagree. I actually
You started a
disagree.
lot of what?
Yeah, I disagree because if you look at City's fixtures this season, they played the UEFA
I,
Cup thing. They played the Community
yeah.
Shield game. They went to Japan, I think so, where they played against Bayern. They played
Okay,
against
cool.
Atletico Madrid. So I don't think
No, you don't understand.
I
You don't
don't.
understand. You don't understand. I think they had like three. I think they had like 3 days of preseason, and then they flew out. That was it. You lot had like I
Yeah,
think 2 weeks or something like that. Then you flew out, and then you played the game. They only had 3 games, 3 days. Literally, they started later than I remember. They started. I
so
think when did they
okay,
start? They
Hey, this,
started on the
they're the
19th.
champions. They're the
I know, but
yeah,
I'm
champions.
just saying.
but they had to start
But
late.
they do. But they always start late. That's how Pep is. Pep will always give his players rest. Arteta's I think a bit different. He always lets his play. I remember last season you also started. You brought your players in early, didn't you?
Oh yeah, last season, yeah.
Exactly. So that I'm
I
sorry, I'm not
disagree.
having that. And you say Pep. The reason also was I think were they coming off trying to remember, but some players weren't there as well, so he always had to tinker.
No, I think you're missing my point here because I think you're taking it from the perspective of fitness. I'm
Yeah, it
taking
is fitness.
perspective, and I'm not talking about fitness. I'm talking about a tactical perspective here. I think what City were doing last season, they played Bernardo left back against Arsenal. There were moments where they played
But that's due to injuries.
Rico Williams, whatever his name is, into
Rico
right
Lewis,
back,
yeah.
Rico Lewis right back against Tottenham. So I'm looking at it from a
Is
tactical
he
perspective. So I'm
doing
not looking at
experiment? Is
fitness.
he doing experimenting this season?
No, he's not doing it during the season.
Exactly.
Not as
That's the thing.
much.
But I'm comparing it to last
But
season where he did it.
but
And the
last I
fruitful
I must say last season was that he could tell straight away a lot of the players weren't mentally right, so he had to, in a way, challenge them, and that's what he said. So
And it's
I
not
will
Arteta
we'll
doing
disagree. We'll
that.
disagree. But I haven't like I saw them. They just went. I remember who was against. Was it Spurs away? Was it no? Was it Spurs? Who was it? I remember they lost early on at the start of the season last season. I can't remember who it was.
Spurs beat them, yeah.
Spurs beat them, Brentford beat them.
Who was
They
it?
scored a last minute jam against Fulham.
No, at
Palace,
the
they were
start. At the
losing
start. At the
2-0.
start.
They only, to be honest, they were winning a lot of their games last minute fluky goals.
Yeah,
The
but they
first
did.
loss came to Brentford at home before the World Cup.
No, it was that
That was
was
their
in their
first
first loss.
loss.
Was that their first loss?
Yeah, that was their first loss.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like they were so jammy that part of the season, even though they were
And
winning,
also,
the performance wasn't great.
the way they were played, they had to accommodate. They could not. You weren't saying they experimented. They had to because they had a striker which they never had for two,
And
three
what are we doing
seasons.
at Arsenal? We're accommodating for Havertz. So I don't
No,
get the
but
perspective
no,
here.
you don't have to though.
We do.
Yes, we do.
We do.
He's our
60
star
million
man.
star man, still in your
He's our
central
highest paid
midfield.
Let me
player.
tell you this:
Thank you.
Haaland would start every week. Can you say the same for Havertz?
We can't judge him too early to
Exactly.
judge.
Well, it's been 3 weeks in a row, so
Exactly.
of course, yes,
I'm
I
just
can.
saying. I think. Listen, I'm just saying. You're comparing Havertz to the best striker of all. He might
You were
win
about to say all
Ballon d'Or.
time.
I was gonna
Oh
say all
yeah, he
time.
He
I
was
was
was.
about
gonna
to say
say
all time.
that
He
was
was
just a
gonna
slip
go
of
to
the
that
tongue.
level.
That's a slip of the tongue. That's a slip of the tongue. But I'm just saying you can't compare the two because I know one's gonna be a success and the other we all were doubting. So yeah. Anyway, anything more to add to the game?
No,
Not
can't do
really.
it.
It's just
Quick
United next
question. I
week.
must say this. Do you expect Arteta to go back to his normal formation, or do you expect to stick with
It
this new?
depends the end of September. Okay, if Havertz still ain't
No, I'm saying
glued in by
next
then,
game. I'm saying next game because the next game is the massive game.
I don't know with that guy, man.
I think he'll revert to it because I was listening to his press conference a couple of days ago, and
Yeah,
he was talking about tactical flexibility, and he said in the bigger games you will see a difference.
yeah. I think he's gonna
Yeah,
be a lot more defensive in the big games and rely on his attackers even at home. So I think
yeah,
what I mean, I think he's gonna play Partey, Rice in the midfield.
yeah, yeah.
Which
We'll
I
see.
think, which I think will take, which I think will take a lot away from your attacking side because I don't think Rice is a naturally. You could tell even in preseason he did not look comfortable there. So yeah,
Everybody learns new roles. So
I don't know, but he's not learning, is he? That's the point.
okay, I'll give you this question. Do you remember Prod when he first came to City? His first 6 months was
Uh,
actually shocking. I
not
remember
even,
remember Wolves game.
not even first 6 months. I say his first 2 years was awful.
You see, so why did you judge Rice within three
No, I'm not
weeks?
saying he's gonna be a bad player, but I'm just saying he hasn't played the eight. His position is still a six, isn't it? But I
But
know he's playing towards the left.
he
The
left it, yeah.
Yeah, I know, but Xhaka was our DM for like a few seasons as well, and then
Yeah.
one season he
Moved to
just
an eight.
so you
yeah,
never know.
Yep.
yeah. To be
Watch out
fair.
for my prediction in the next game as well.
Also, you think he's gonna start Eddie,
Hmm?
or is he gonna go back to Jesus? Is he gonna start Jesus? What do you think?
Eddie's gonna start.
Eddie's gonna start.
Yeah.
Eddie, yeah.
Okay. All right. Moving on to the next game. We already mentioned. We're already talking about them, but Man United versus Forest. Did you watch it, or shall I just talk about it? Well,
I just
well.
got one thing to say. I just got one
Okay.
thing to say.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I stand by my fact that I said the first of our first episode.
Yeah.
De Gea is a better shot stopper than Onana,
I am not
and the
having
first
that.
goal proves that.
I am not having that. That
But yeah,
first one, you know, he almost saved it as well. He got a
you
hand to it. He got a hand to it as well. I swear, if he was just a tiny bit to his side, I swear he would have saved it. And
Karen,
it would have been an all-time save. But I'm just saying, yeah.
I can only base this on YouTube
Well,
highlights.
how I watched the game, Hunter sent me a message saying 2-0 Forest,
Yeah.
and I thought he was trolling. I thought I had to literally go on Google to double check if he was lying or not, and he wasn't. And from there on, I was like, "What? What's going on?" Obviously, I started watching the game, and you could tell even from the atmosphere, they were shocked. They didn't know how to react. And obviously, we got the first goal, which I thought was huge because it meant that the fans were back on set and we could build pressure. And the fact that Forest scored so early in the game, and they basically sat back. I thought it was huge because it meant that we could just constantly attack, and we create a lot of chances. And that's where we got the first goal. Should have got the second goal. I don't know how Casemiro missed from 2 yards out. It was like, do you see the Palace chance? The Palace last season one, right at the end.
Yeah.
It was literally a carbon copy. I don't know how we missed that again. But yeah, also we got the second goal, I think, towards at the start of the second half, which was also huge, getting a goal early, putting the pressure on. Also, Forest got man sent off, which I think was the correct decision. What do you lot think?
Haven't seen it.
Was that second yellow?
No, it was a straight red because
Straight red.
Worrell basically pulled his man down as Bruno was running through, and obviously
Oh, I remember now. Yeah.
because and he was basically denying his goal scoring
He's the last
opportunity.
man, yeah.
And the argument was the fact that was Bolly gonna get to the ball and was the ball too far off Bruno basically, and that's what. But obviously, once the referee decides a red card, the evidence has to be obviously clear. And obviously, we get the to be fair, at 2-1, Wolves really not Wolves. Forest really should have made it 3-1 because I think someone pulls it back and literally Onana's going this way. Morgan goes right, hit it, basically back. And if it wasn't for a 6'8" body, yeah, that ball was literally going in because Onana's body was going the other way. But thankfully, he blocked it. We get the penalty. Did you see the penalty?
It's just a penalty, man.
It's a penalty, isn't it? The agenda is crazy, by the way, and the media, but whatever. We get the penalty, we score, and we win the game. My God, at a time. But whatever. What do you love? Do you have anything to add, or are you just gonna slate Anana?
Onana and also Mason Mount was your issue. Ericsson's your true
I know,
starting player, so
I,
you need to start
I
him
know.
more.
Yeah.
I say, yeah. Watch him Sunday, then come to me. Yeah, if he performs like that, yeah, then I'll shut my mouth. But I know everything's gonna stink it up here. And you're gonna go back to, oh, we need Mount. That's what you're gonna say.
I'm not gonna say that, man.
Oh,
I'm
you're
putting
not
that as
gonna
well.
say that,
Flop
but
of the I'm putting that flop player.
people are saying that's Ericsson cannot track runners. He just cannot. He's so blatant. That's where that chance came from. The Morgan goes right because he did not track his run. He just lets people go, and I'm like, come on, man. He's so lazy, but whatever. Anyway, anything to add?
Not really.
No.
I never watched the game. Just watched it. I was like looking through live score
Oh
and
yeah, you watched it. You had the eye on the Arsenal game, but yeah,
yeah,
a live score. Okay,
yeah.
but yeah. Anyway, moving on to the early kickoff game. Any of you like watched the early kickoff game? Spurs Bournemouth.
Yep.
What do you want to talk about, Ash?
And I thought Madison was exceptional, as Henry kind of described it last week, predicted he was going to score a goal. And I thought Destiny was superb. And I really think he's going to be one of the best.
Did I
But
not say this?
one to come through, I think
Hold on.
left
Did I
backs.
not say this game week one?
No, you never.
I did.
Hell
No,
no.
check. Oh no,
I did.
check the
Would you dare?
recording.
I watched him and I was like, oh yeah, this guy's gonna be a problem in this league.
You never said
Mm.
that.
I swear I said this.
You
Did
never
I
said
not?
that.
Check the tapes, man.
Yeah.
Oh, who was it? Who were they playing first game? I was like, oh damn, this guy looks good.
Played Brentford first game.
Because not only is he physically strong, but he's also tactically flexible and he can go attacking as well. I was like, oh, this guy, how
Yeah.
did nobody get him? How much did they sign him for? Like 10 million, 15 million? Was
Yeah.
dead
Yeah.
cheap.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, Karen, sorry.
Yeah, and then I thought Richarlison. I feel like the Tottenham problem this year is just getting Richarlison because there's a situation where Madison was legit putting him on through ball, and he cut it back in, and he tried to basically send the keeper, put the keeper on
I
the floor,
remember that, yeah.
and then he failed, and then he tried to claim for a penalty. I think confidence is an issue with him, and I don't think he's a number 9. I just don't think he's an elite number 9.
I think he's a left winger. I
Yeah, but
think
I don't know why he was a number 9.
he's literally a carbon copy version. Not carbon copy, but he literally has the same as Rashford.
Yeah, to some degree.
Yeah.
In the fact that he's kind of 9, but he's not really a 9.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just that they don't have a nine, so they have to play him there.
yeah,
they're not going to sign a nine,
No, I don't
yeah.
think so.
which I'm
No,
shocked,
yeah, and
and I
then
think that's
just
going to kill them.
yeah, just up on that, and then Basuma was just exceptional. The amount of times where he'll be pressed and then he'll just drop his shoulder. I think he's such a press-resistant midfielder, and I think that's going to help them a lot in a lot of situations when it comes to the bigger clubs, bigger teams. He will come out with the ball in so many situations.
I know I gassed him up, so I'm pretty sure I gassed him up as well. And I'm
But
definitely sure.
I can't
First
remember.
game, don't even say that. I know I said that. But yeah, carry on, keep going.
But yeah, just overall, and but
Also,
again,
Salah had
it's
a good
only
game as
Bournemouth.
well.
Yeah, it's only Bournemouth, so I want to see how they go against Arsenal, Cities, and against the top wingers in the league.
I
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
do feel that midfield, as crazy as I do feel that midfield still can be targeted still.
to
Because
some degree, yeah, yeah.
Madison is kind of a luxury in midfield. He doesn't really do the defensive work. So
I
you're gonna
disagree. I
need
disagree. I
really?
disagree. He
I've
was
watched him. I watched
he
him a
was
lot.
pressing. He was pressing the
But I'm
first
not
half
talking
when I
about
watched.
pressing. I'm not talking about pressing. I'm saying when they're back.
Oh yeah, he was coming into deep as well,
Oh,
collecting the ball.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying pressing anyone could do. You could press it at the front. I'm just saying when teams play through their press, that's when the problem is, and he's having to basically be in his own half trying to defend. That's the issue with him.
No issue with that.
Okay, okay, that's why I left the dropped
Yeah,
him towards the end. But anyway, yeah,
yeah.
Bournemouth in trouble.
Nah,
Too
they've
early
got
to say.
they signed a couple of players that are injured, so I want to see how they go when they come back. But still early to say, as Mohammed said.
I think the defense will be an issue. I don't think they're as solid as they should be. They played two home games. They lost. They've lost Spurs, and they should have really lost to West Ham. But yeah.
We'll see.
Uh, yeah, moving on to the next game. Man City, Sheffield United. Both any of you watched it?
Highlights.
I watched majority of it and I thought City did not look great at all. But they don't look great at the start. And I get it, but it's this season I feel it looks feels different in the sense that I don't know where their creativity will come from. I thought Sheffield United, I say for what, 60 minutes? 60 minutes held their down, held Haaland down. He was getting frustrated. He was having a go at the ref. He missed the penalty. Funnily enough, the same handball that was not given against United against Spurs, that gets given against Sheffield United. Shock. But yeah, Grealish looks lost. I know he got the assist, but he struggled. Bernardo, I don't think is a right winger. I know he was good last season, but I don't think he's a natural right winger. And the defense got run around a bit. I thought Sheffield United had a few openings, but yeah, obviously it's massive to get a goal. It was good cross, good movement back towards the back of the post, and they get a goal back. And you think, yeah, they're gonna hang on, but obviously Kyle Walker makes a mistake. Sheffield United equalize, and literally as I was thinking, yeah, it's gonna go to a draw. They hit back.
Rodri.
Yeah, and obviously Sheffield United player clearly not doing his defensive work, letting the ball, trying to let the ball run out. Kyle Walker gets the ball, crosses it in, Foden touches it off to Rodri, and he just smashes it top corner. And yeah, you're thinking, this team, man, I swear, man, they're just something. Even though they're
Um,
not playing great, I'm still thinking they're due, not hiding, but they're due a loss soon. I don't know when, but they'll do a loss soon. Because they're not playing
because
great. They're
you
not playing great,
predicted
and they're
this to
not.
be 4-1.
Yeah, but Sheffield United, terrible. But yeah, anyway, yeah, we'll be back with the predictions, and yeah, I'll be back in 2 seconds. There you go. We're back, and now we're gonna do our predictions. But before we do our predictions, I want to talk about last week's predictions, and yeah, I it's fair to say I don't think we had a great week overall, but I think someone had a really stinker day, and with him getting only three correct, not scores, but results, is Mohammed Hirsch with three
Yeah.
points. Wow. And one of them was a
Oh,
banker as well, is Man City. So what was going on here?
What? I predicted City win, right?
No, you predicted City draw. I'm saying yeah. One of the points was a City banker, so that doesn't even
Yeah,
count.
okay. Okay. And I banked on a draw between Liverpool and Newcastle.
Yeah.
You guys thought, and I told you guys
To be
on
fair,
the
yeah,
group
yeah,
chat,
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
did
You were
tell you
You
that
close.
did, you did.
You were close.
Liverpool won at Newcastle last season and Arsenal, and you guys still went for the Newcastle.
Well, we were close. We were close.
Oh, it was looking good for 70
It was
minutes, man.
lucky, man.
It was looking good for like
What was it?
85.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to look. Oh, Mo had it bang on, man. Oh, Mo almost had it bang on. 2-0 Mo predicted. But yeah, coming second was me with 5 points. I think I didn't get none of the correct scores. I just got a correct result. And Mo, who got 2 correct scores. Two with I think it was in the Chelsea game and the Spurs game, which made it 6 points. And you got some of the results. I think you also got the Villa one right, which I was surprised. I think me and Hirsch predicted 0-0, Villa Burnley, and I predicted 2-0 Burnley, but you said 2-1 Villa, which obviously wasn't correct score, but it was the correct results. So
I
yeah,
was gassed because it was the first two games I got right.
yeah, you were
And yeah, I
just
saw the video I sent you, man.
yeah. You could have got so many. If to be fair, you could have got so many right. What did
There
you
were
predict?
there
Yeah,
was it was 2-1 City. I
yeah,
said 2-0.
yeah. You're close. But yeah,
Yeah.
I
But
picked.
what's the point system? How does the point system
So
work again?
I've tilted it. I thought you cannot have 1 point. You cannot have 2 points for a correct result. I don't think it's fair that someone can predict the right score, which is the hardest thing, and only be one difference off. So also correct result gives you 1 point. Correct score gives you 3 points. So you
So
got correct. You got 3 correct results,
two.
Hirsch.
Okay,
Oh,
okay,
him.
understood.
Okay.
Yeah,
Understood.
and you that's where you get 3 points. I got 5.
Yeah.
Decent. It's decent. I got 5 correct results, but yeah, Mo just ran away with the scores.
Can we say like if you get like a scorer, yeah,
Yeah.
you get extra point on
Uh,
that.
yeah, I'll give you. No. Because
Bro,
if
he got
Man City,
Madison on point.
I got Madison right.
Man City, Haaland. Come on. I could just say, Man United, Rashford,
You're only allowed
Bruno.
one player.
No, but it can't. But yeah, well, you're gonna say
It can't
I
be
could
City.
say it can't.
Well, you can't do the
All right,
same team 2 weeks in a row.
I'll
Hmm.
think about it. I'll think
Once you
about
go
it.
down the entire 20 teams, then you can go back to City.
All right, okay, I'll think about it. You know, okay, fine. For this week, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, but starting off the week, which I feel will be the tastiest, obviously, Arsenal v Man United. Any predictions for how the game's gonna go? Because
You're
I
first.
Go first.
honestly, if it was last season's Arsenal playing this season's United, I'd say 3-0
Two.
to Arsenal, easy.
Okay.
Because they look but because you lot look so bad going, not look so bad, but you don't look great going forward, and it's such an effort for you to create a chance. I thought it's gonna be a tight game than usual. I don't. I'm smelling a draw. Actually, no. I'm acting crazy. I'll say 2-0 Arsenal.
Is it?
But I do. Obviously I care about points, but I do. I do smell a draw, but it's a bit bold for me to say. Yeah.
You think we'll get a clean sheet?
No. Oh yeah. I know we look
I
so
did,
bad.
don't let
We
him.
look.
Nah, you
Oh no, no,
submitted
no,
it.
that's
You
it. It's
Fine,
done.
submitted
fine,
it.
It's
You
fine.
done.
submitted
Okay,
it.
yeah.
I still don't think we're gonna score, but yeah, whatever. You have all your players back. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous, except for Timber, but that doesn't mean anything. We
Let
got
me
six.
ask,
We got.
what's the Gabriel situation?
I don't. Hesh doesn't rate him,
And
so he doesn't care. He thinks the
no,
two best centre
no,
backs are
no.
playing as centre back. So
Nah, from my internal sources,
Hmm.
they have stated that it's a tactical reason why he's not playing, but also and the way that Gabriel had basically took the news that he's not playing
Yeah, I heard because of
was a bad
disciplinary.
reaction.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
Which
disciplinary.
Arteta thought wasn't a good idea, and then he gave him an extra punishment,
So you
Okay.
think
which
he's
is
gonna come
not play.
back? You think he's gonna come back?
Good shout. I think he might come back with this game.
Yeah, just because you're
Because
conceding
as
a
you
lot of
said at the
goals.
Yeah,
press conference, he was talking about tactical.
yeah,
Put Saliba, Gabriel back in the middle, Ben White back
yeah,
at right back.
yeah,
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 I
yeah.
see it. I see it doing. I think Havertz dropped him because you lot looked good when Havertz came up. So yeah,
That'd be look very good as well.
yeah. So Mohamed
Yeah.
Hirsch, what are you predicting?
I was very close last week, and I'm gonna go for.
Oh, I'm
You know,
just saying.
I
Yeah,
actually,
I'll say this. I'll say this. You're gonna if with this type of tactics, you're gonna fall behind, mate. I'm just
listen,
saying
he's being
that
bold.
forfeit is gonna be. Listen, I'm just saying it's a bad forfeit, by the way. I'm saying that's the sort of thing I'm thinking about.
No problem.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be a 1-1 or a 2-2. I'm gonna say 1-1.
Okay.
What are you laughing?
You're telling me also gonna score one goal against that United defense? Are you actually saying, bro? Spurs and Nottingham Forest scored two. You're telling me Arsenal with that attack is gonna score one at home? At home,
Listen, don't worry, don't worry.
Spurs had Richarlison up front.
Okay. You're gonna
Nah,
make me
you too
change my
late,
prediction
too late.
again.
You said 1-1.
Good. Thank you.
Okay, Mo,
I have got 3-1 Arsenal.
good score, good score. I've side more towards that than the one where you
Do you want my
said.
scorers as well?
All right, go for it. Wait, let me just say a draw. Arsenal, yeah, go on.
No, I'm joking. No.
Oh, you're not
I
gonna
don't
get
know
you,
about
It
this
is
you don't
one.
not
want to
gonna
you
be
don't want to
great.
Nah,
use that one. Okay,
not an Arsenal. Nah.
I'll use one. Eddie Nketiah, goal scorer. Let me
There
just.
is like a 50% chance he might not play.
I'll still go for Eddie Nketiah. This guy scores against us every time.
It was only once last season. That's it.
No, he scored
Hmm.
against us the season before as well. Do you not remember the home game, Arsenal?
My Saka scored.
Yeah, no,
Ah,
yeah, that
yeah,
one.
gotcha.
So next game, Liverpool Villa. That's a difficult one to call. That really is. Liverpool at home. No Van Dijk. What are you thinking? Oh, let's just talk about it for a bit. What are you guys thinking?
I'm not saying that because you're gonna steal my stuff. So you do you.
Yeah.
Oh, this is actually a tough ball. I can see Villa getting something out of it with that Liverpool defense, especially if they're trying to push up. And I don't think
Especially
they're gonna
Van
get
Van Dijk
much.
suspended as well, man.
Exactly. So you're gonna rely on who is it?
Yeah.
Matip and Gomez again? Matip and Gomez.
Is
Oh,
Konate injured?
yeah, can't muscle injury.
Oh, okay.
So he's gone for a few weeks or I don't know how long. Van Dijk, I think it looks like it's gonna be a 3 game or 2 game match ban. So he won't be back. So yeah, Villa are very good at defending and counter-attacking. And Watkins
Okay.
against that midfield, Watkins and Diaby against that midfield,
Yeah.
that defense. I mean, I'll go for
All this talk for Liverpool win. Watch.
yeah, I'll take a risk. I'll take a risk. 2-1 Villa. It might look stupid, but I'll go for the risk. I'll take that. I'll take that point that you lot won't get. Hirsch,
3-1 Liverpool.
3-1 Liverpool. Interesting.
Gonna be interesting.
No,
Mate, I think that I'm the only
you're
one that's
like,
actually backing Liverpool out of these times. Liverpool's front three is ridiculously good.
I'm backing them this week.
so
Yeah,
wait,
let them
what
score
are you saying? Let's
goals.
go.
My prediction is a 1-0 Liverpool.
Okay. But
Any
Villa
shouts on
look good.
goals?
Villa look good. They went away to Burnley and pumped them basically. Could have
Okay.
made it. Okay, I'm just saying.
About Newcastle?
Anyway,
Newcastle?
that was a one-off, and apparently they could. Okay, whatever. We'll see.
1-1, yeah.
I'll when I come on next week. You'll see.
Yeah, make sure you
Chelsea,
bring the energy.
All
Chelsea,
this energy.
Yeah.
Chelsea in Nottingham Forest. I can't lie. I can't see. You'll be. It's difficult to say, still. Chelsea don't look it still. I thought Luton could have got at them a few times. As crazy as it sounds,
Yeah.
I still go for a Chelsea win. I'll go for a 3-1 Chelsea. Hirsch?
And I think the fact that Chelsea are like unbeaten, won nine in the last 9 games, but against not Forest. So that's the record. So Forest have never beaten Chelsea in the last 9 games.
Yeah,
So
and
I
hold on. Apart from last season, the game before you talk about is before you were even born. You were even born when the other game.
well, it was January 1997, right? When they won
Was it
2-0.
97? I don't think they even.
Yeah.
I don't think they came. Did they play in 97?
Yeah, they played 97, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, January. And I'm gonna go for a
Yeah, you were even born.
2-0 Chelsea.
2-0 Chelsea. Interesting.
Yeah.
Mo?
I've got a 2-1 Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea.
Yeah.
Interesting. Wait, who predicted 3-1 Liverpool?
Me.
Was it you?
Yeah, you're gonna lose that again. Are you already sabotaging the game already?
I'm saying do a spreadsheet, don't write down.
Yes.
2-1. Oh, sorry. What did they say? All predict Chelsea wins, basically. 2-0 Chelsea, Hirsch. 2-1 Mo, right?
Yep.
Okay, good. Brighton, Newcastle. Now, this is interesting. There's so many games where it's hard to say which one it is. What are you guys thinking?
Like I said, I'll speak when it's my
Oh,
go in it.
great. Okay, you know what? Brighton, I got a feeling might get pumped here. I do. I don't know why. It's just giving me that feeling. I think Newcastle might win 3-1. A lot of 3-1s. Actually, I take it back.
Nah, they submitted it.
Nope,
You
nope,
know the
nope, nope,
rule.
nope, nope,
You
nope.
know the rule. Once you say the scoreline,
Once
it's
you say out loud,
Okay,
yeah,
no worries. Yeah, Hesh,
2-1 Brighton.
interesting.
It's gonna be interesting.
I'm just saying.
Mate,
Can
when's the
I
last
not say
time
interesting? Can I not say
when's the
interesting?
last time Newcastle won at Brighton?
But I've
2017?
seen West Ham counter attack and pump them basically this
You can
season, and
say
I
that,
saw
but
Everton pump them as well. So you can't just say,
De Zerbi is an excellent coach. He'll find out a way to
okay, no worries. Mo. By the way,
I've got a
Newcastle beat Brighton. I'm just saying. But Karen,
what?
Newcastle beat Brighton like at home. I know it's at home, but it's
Yeah,
still
I'm on
beat
about
them.
away record.
But
Their away record is shocking at Brighton.
Karen,
got 2-0 Newcastle.
2-0.
No one has stocks on Brighton.
Huh?
Yeah, that's the easy bank for me then.
I'm just going on stats right now. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I remember it was the last season. Wait, last season, I remember when Brighton came to Emirates and they gave Arsenal a thumping. I think the game
Yeah,
before
but they're
that, they
playing
lost
at
against
home.
Newcastle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah,
They lost
yeah.
against
It was
Newcastle.
that 3 game period where we just
Yeah,
were dead.
yeah, they thumped Arsenal. So I'm just saying, mate, respect the
When?
Zerbi. Last
When?
season, do you remember?
No, season before.
Even
Yes.
yeah, even last season as well. Remember
What happened last season?
when Newcastle and Brighton played at home away, right? Newcastle at home, Newcastle smashed Brighton like I think it was like three,
No, no,
four
no,
nil.
no, no, no. It wasn't Newcastle. It
Yes,
wasn't
it was
Newcastle. I know,
Newcastle.
and it wasn't
It was a
Newcastle.
midweek game.
It wasn't Newcastle.
I was midweek game, and I'm telling you that
I was watching the game. It was Everton.
McAllister wasn't playing. McAllister wasn't playing, and I remember the Deserbi saying that
What happened after?
McAllister took. So they lost, and they played Arsenal on Sunday, and they smashed Arsenal.
No, 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 no.
Okay,
They
let me bring
played.
up the
I remember
fixtures.
because hold on, hold
Let
on,
me bring
hold
up
on.
the
Let me talk. Let me
fixtures.
talk. Let me talk. Let me talk. They played Everton. They got smashed 5-0, and De Zerbi after the game said you'll see the real Brighton at Arsenal, and they beat Arsenal.
Let me check. Let me check.
I might be right. I'm pretty sure I'm right because I remember them saying that.
Digging into the database.
I'm pretty sure he said that, and I remember they got pumped, and he said you'll see the real Brighton at Arsenal. The fact that you're quiet means I'm right.
No, I'm actually going just checking the archive.
Is it taking you that long?
Sorry, my bad. I'm just checking.
Oh,
Last season, Chelsea, Tottenham. Bro, I'm trying to find it.
Saying Liban, you need to invest in some lamps or anything.
Yeah, don't worry. Uh,
Arsenal game.
oh, why am I saying Newcastle Brian? Uh,
Seems like a
hold on 1 second. I'm close. I'm close. Where is it?
I can't find it.
Oh, it's not showing up. They sometimes hide it, which I find so weird. 1 second.
Anyway, let them any of the subscribers let them comment the true
Yeah.
score line. But yeah, I'm confident. Carry next game.
Sorry, 1 second. I actually want to check. Sorry.
We got no time, brother.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. All right. Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on to the next game.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's actually quite dark. 1 second. What's the next
Look
game?
like bedtime in your area.
Burnley Spurs. 1 second. Let me sort this stuff out. Can you talk about the Burnley Spurs game?
Ooh, yeah. What do you have, Mohammed, for that game?
Burnley Spurs. I'm not gonna lie, this whole time I thought Burnley were gonna do something.
Yeah.
They still haven't. And Tottenham are still quite hot. So
Yeah.
I most likely have them winning this match.
Yeah. You're definitely on, and I think you're on that Spurs hype with Madison. So, and I think Madison will continue that good form. So, I think it will be Spurs win because I think Burnley, what they lost the first two games. Aston Villa spanked them. City beat them 3-0.
City, I get, but Aston
Yeah,
Villa, I thought it would be more of a game.
yeah. I think I predicted 0-0. I don't know what I was thinking, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go for Spurs win as well.
What you
But
let me go for my prediction. Spurs, Burnley. I'll go 2-0 Spurs. What do you think?
2-0 Spurs.
Sorry, I've taken that score. You can't predict the same score.
2-0 Spurs.
You can't predict the same score. Sorry.
But what if it happens?
I'm
All
sorry.
right, okay. All right, if that's the rule, then I'll go for 3-0 Spurs.
3-0 Spurs. By the way, Spurs are away. Just
Yeah, I'm
saying.
good.
Just
Yeah,
saying.
no, I'm good.
Richarlison up front, 3-0. They're going to score 3 goals for Richarlison up front. No?
Got a 3-1 Spurs.
3-1 Spurs. Okay. Next game. Man City, Fulham. I'm going for a 4-0 Man City win.
That quick, yeah. I'm not
Yep.
gonna lie, Fulham did very good against us.
Yeah,
But that's because you're bad, but carry on.
Who got recorded for Fulham?
it
It
was that guy
was
from Ajax, isn't it?
the Bassi.
Okay, and yeah, okay.
They're signing a lot of new players, aren't they? Fulham.
Yeah,
Who they're linked to? They're linked
they
to
they recently signed Castagna from Leicester. They signed right now.
and
Have they?
they're linked with someone. I
Yeah,
can't remember who. They're linked to another player. And I was like, really? Who's it? Oh, I can't remember. They're linked to someone recent. And I was like, oh my God, you're signing a lot of players that once if they get relegated, they're gonna find it hard to shift and they're not that good. But yeah. Hirsch, what are you predicting?
and 2-1 City, still jammy City. Yeah,
Okay. Oh, Haaland hasn't kicked in. Oh my God, I keep doing this thing. But carry on. Mohammed Hirsch? No, Mohammed Mute?
yeah.
3-0 City.
3-0 City. Okay. And last few games, Luton, West Ham. These are the stinky ones now. Luton, West Ham. I'm going for ooh,
Luton scored it in the Prem.
no, they haven't. No, they have. It was a penalty at Brighton.
Yeah.
I'll go
Ah,
for I think West Ham will continue the run. I think they'll win 3-0 West Ham. Hush.
It's Luton's first game, right?
Yep,
At home.
yep. But I think
oh,
actually,
Hmm.
I think the fact that they got
on a
big players,
Friday night.
they got big players.
You know how it goes, Mohammed. You know the script as well.
But you're telling me Kurt Zuma and Ogbonna are gonna find that tough? two big black guys. Yeah,
So it is. You know the Premier League script. Friday nights,
true. What
new
you go?
stadium.
Yeah,
It used to be tough more, now it's Luton.
Yeah.
can't even call
I'm
tough
gonna go
more
for
tough now.
2-1. 2-1.
Are you gonna be different?
2-1.
Yeah.
Nah, 2-1 West Ham.
Safe guy, safe guy. Mo.
2-1.
Had to be different. I'm gonna go with our 1-0 Luton.
Ooh, I like that. I
That's a good
like that. I
shout. That's
like
a
that.
good
I like that.
shout.
I like that. Sheffield United, these are the stinky ones now. Sheffield United were Everton. Ooh, I see a Sheffield United win. I don't think things are gonna go easy for Everton. So I go for a 2-1 Sheffield United. Hirsch?
Sheffield United at home, right?
Yep.
Ooh,
Yeah,
1-0, 1-0 Sheffield.
1-0. Come on, shit. Mo?
I'm gonna go 0-0.
That's
Let's go.
that's the sensible. That's the sensible one. They both sides can't score goals.
Should have went for
I'm not gonna lie,
Everton.
I said 0-0 for the Everton
Wait,
Wolves one.
it's crazy. No nil predicted. No, I think only one game is predicted to be a draw, which is weirdly the biggest game of the the biggest game of the weekend. That's the only. But now have you predicted another one? Brentford Bournemouth. Well, I want to go bold again. I'll say 3-1 Brentford. Hirsch,
There's Brentford and Bournemouth, right?
Brentford at home.
Okay, yeah. 2-0 Brentford. Yeah, 2-0 Brentford. Set piece goal.
Yeah. Mo?
2-1 Brentford.
And the last game, which is probably the least interesting, Crystal Palace Wolves. That's if they get in
Alisson.
Nacho. If they get in Nacho Wolves, it might be a different story. But I see Crystal Palace at home. Oh, but they did win last game, didn't they?
Yeah.
I'll go for a 2-1 Palace win. Actually, no. Two, no, 2-1 Palace win. I'm never going to predict a draw. Sorry. But yeah. Hirsch?
It's gonna be a draw.
Yeah.
It'll be 1-1.
I'll never predict a draw. That's me, though. Uh, Ute?
Got a 3-0 Palace.
Ooh. That's a bold statement.
That is
It is a
very
bold
bold.
statement.
He's thinking, I'm going for big hits now. That's what he's thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a head start on us, so we're
Yeah,
already
that's the
catching
thing.
up. Play
How
catch
many?
up.
He's got 3 points ahead of me, and he's what 5 ahead of you. So yeah, you got a lot of catching up as well. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching again. We've predicted. Hopefully United are gonna win, but I doubt
Yep.
it. But yeah, after this is gonna be international break. What are you guys thinking? Hate it? International break, or do you think a good time to just? I think it's a good time because we got so many injuries. But yeah, we've got like 6 players injured.
Yeah.
Who have you got injured? Timber's the
Varane,
only one that I can
Varane,
think of.
Varane's injured for us right now. Apparently he's out for a long time. 2 left backs. Hoyland might be fit, but you never know. Mount injured. Oh, we got a lot of play. Funnily enough, when the Arsenal doctor joined, we get this many injuries, isn't it? Funny, innit? Funny.
Yeah.
Now you only have one injury this season.
So
Crazy.
far.
Yeah, but like compared to last season. My God. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.